crees que yo no soy una mujer? Vamos, ven. Tú dijiste que tú lo ibas a quitar, yo no sé por qué eso está ahí.
100 pesos más.
No, eso no es 100 pesos. ¿Cómo que eso es 100 pesos? Por eso lo quito yo. ¿Tú quieres que yo lo quite ahora mismo por 100 pesos? Ven, vamos a quitarlo tú
I'll
y yo.
pay
Ven.
you 100 to see this.
I'll pay you 100 to see that, check it out.
Espérate, espérate.
Boom.
Él se pone relax. Pero mira, eso está despegado. Mira.
Sí, pero después, ajá, si jala ese siding, ya más trabajo para mí. Déjalo ahí, hazle más gasto.
Pero no me va a cobrar. Tú ves, por eso es que nosotros tenemos que tratar. Hi guys, so today is a different type of video. I've been keeping a little bit of secrets from you guys, but today will all be revealed. So make sure to stick around so you can watch what I have been keeping from all of you. Let's rewind to Thursday where I met with another contractor who has been doing this for 21 years, and I met him just to talk about business and just some guidance about everything that was going on. And he came in and saw the project, and he basically told me, like, listen, you have to let them go. And when I say you have to let them go, we're talking about the contractors. So it was a hard thing to hear. Obviously no one wants to hear that you have to fire someone and that you might lose on lose on thousands of dollars. However, you know, it was clear to me at that moment that I could lose all that money, but I could lose even more if I kept them. So at that point it was just like a no-brainer, and I'm like, I can't keep like fighting even my own emotions. I knew it just didn't sit right with me. I knew that this had to be done, and I just kept prolonging it because I'm not a confrontational person. I never had to do this, so it was also something new for me. And I honestly was in denial about the position that I was in. But you know, we're here. So that was Thursday. Then Monday of this week, they didn't come to work. And I'm already, like, you guys have to understand in the position that I am, where every day that passes by, I'm missing out on rent. I have made it clear. I made it clear from the beginning that I really wanted to fix the first apartment first and work ourselves backwards, so from the back forward. That way I could rent the unit as soon as possible. I just didn't know how to handle the situation, and speaking with someone else that's been doing it for longer than me was just clear, like, listen, yes, it hurts to take the bullet and say, you know, I lost X amount of money, but you could lose even more. And I had to be a grown-up and kind of like understand that it is what it is. I really can't do anything about it. I just have to move forward, and this is where I'm at today. So on Thursday, Friday, I'm confused about what day it really happened. It's all been a blur. I came in early with Mendez. We swapped the door locks. So this is it. I took all of their stuff. I changed the locks in the front door and the back door, and I took out all their machinery. So all the things that was theirs, that was here and there and here. So all their machinery and stuff that did not belong to me, it's all gone. It's all downstairs. We took all their possessions into the porch, and basically kind of I put myself in the best position where if things escalated in the wrong way, they really didn't have to come inside, or we just could keep it outside of the property. Unfortunately, I was waiting for them. You know, I thought they were gonna come at 8:30. So right now it's like 9:30, and the contractors are still not here. So yeah, we've been waiting for an hour and 30 minutes to see at what time they decide to show up for work. We're still waiting. At that point, we were wasting time. Mendez had his guys here. So we decided to go into Home Depot to exchange some floor and return some stuff. They get here like around 10 o'clock. Mind you, another red flag, they will always come in super late and leave super early. Anyone around here can testify, the videographer, just the days that they took off. So mind you, how as an investor, someone that is spending money every single day that passes by is losing money every single day. So I feel like I'm losing money every single day, and you decide to show up at 10 o'clock. You decide not to show up to work. And when I tell you anything about it, you kind of give me the feedback about like, oh, well, we had to go to Home Depot and do this for you, and I take the time as if that's something relevant. Any contractor does that. Any contractor, good contractor, is willing to go to Home Depot with you, pick up the material. That's part of their job. I think that they have no idea what's going on. I get here, they're texting me on my way here, like, what's why you have us outside of the house, we need to get to work, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, we need to speak before you go inside that property. I waited for you for hours. Now it's your turn to wait for me. Let me get back from Home Depot. So I get here and nothing. I tell them that I no longer think that this relationship is working out, and that I would like them just to end working on the project. Their reaction wasn't nice, or what I expected. They basically threatened me because they felt like I should pay them the full contract amount that we verbally supposedly had agreed to. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, there's nothing really done here. Like, at this point, I feel like you robbed me and you need to pay me. And obviously this is the proof of you guys seeing the video, whether if I'm wrong or not. So you can see I'm not lying about whether I feel robbed. I was robbed. And I thought about how to communicate this to you guys, because obviously I don't want to ruin anyone's career or job. I discussed this even with my fiance, whether I should disclose this to you guys, but I felt like if I am who I am and I want to be truthful to you guys, it's only the right thing to just say what really happened, and for it to be a lesson not only to me but for you guys, right? So this is the reason why I'm here, and this is the reason why I'm doing these videos. So it's an unfortunate situation. I don't want to cause any harm to them. I'm sure they're great people, and that they will keep learning and exceeding in their career. At this point, it just didn't work out for me and my expectations of what I want in my projects and the quality that I expect in my projects. That day, the cops needed to be called because I just didn't feel safe at that moment as a female, having to talk to two guys and seeing what they're saying. Oh, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'll destroy everything that was done. So I'm like, you want to do a walkthrough? Let's do it with the cops. So I did file a report. I was shaking. Yes, I was. You could tell I was nervous. You could tell that I'm happy that Mendez is there, and that at least a guy is there with me. But I did it, and we're here, and I'm excited, and I can't express how relief I am that this is all over. I took this weekend just to understand everything that I've been going through for these 2 months. It's been so stressful. I've never been in the middle of a project and had to not do other things because I had to be focused on the project itself, and so much energy had to be focused on the project. And this time around it was like that. I felt like I needed to be more present versus other projects where I felt like I didn't need to go there. I needed to go at the end of the week and see what was going on, if I needed to pay the contractor, and that was it. It is what it is. It took me to learn, right? More lessons. At this point, I hope I don't need any more lessons. And if you want to help me out in this journey, the only way that you can help me is by liking and comment. So I would appreciate if you tell me anything you feel I could take in from this. I think it will make me feel better about the whole situation. So comment, like, and this is all for you guys, right? So don't forget to subscribe. So let's check the new contractors. Today we're going to be going over all the things that the new contractor has been pointed out to me. Not only that contractor, but several contractors that I brought in while I was working with the old contractors, and the reasons why all these red flags started just coming up naturally, organically. But here we are, and I'm just gonna show you guys what is the problem today, or the many problems that we're facing, and how we're gonna tackle them, and how we're gonna fix them, and how we're gonna move forward and get this project wrapped up. So surprisingly, I've been here for 2 hours. The new contractors just got here, and I have seen people picking up and just all these changes in 2 hours. So it gets me excited, gets me pumped, because this is what I want, and this is what I need, because I really, really need this project to just end. My pockets can't handle it, so let's get it. Mori, ¿para dónde tú vas? Porque nosotros te estamos esperando. Okay. So right now we're in the bathroom. I'm waiting for the contractor, but just off the back, I could see changes that they immediately did. There was some sort of concrete here in the floor, which they took off. They opened the sheetrock, so to see the plumbing that the previous contractors did. So at this point, a plumber came in and verified if the plumbing was correct. The electrical works. So there's so many things that I'm not gonna want to hear, and it's gonna be a tough day to digest, because money was spent and time, all this time that I kind of wasted, all the months of rent that I kind of also just wasted and went out the door. So it's been overwhelming, but hey, we're here and we're looking for the solution. That's part of this real estate life, right? Do I need my notebook and a pen to write this stuff down?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my notebook. Let's introduce my new contractor. So let's back it up a little bit. So we have Mendez here, and he was the original contractor that I was gonna hire. He canceled on me, I think like a couple of days before. He got sick. So, and the desperate need, I hired the contractors that I did and I was working with. What do you have to say about that?
Well, you know, we're here now, so we're here to make this right.
Okay. And he's promising me that we're gonna close this with a bang, and that we're just gonna see all the lessons learned. You know, throughout the process with real estate, you find out that all these lessons come with great rewards, which is meeting great people, and just learning. You know, this is part of it, and I'm glad that I'm able to show you guys that even at the stage that I'm in, after doing it for so many years, it still happens, and this is what I want you guys to see and learn every single day. So we went over the whole entire house together. He pointed out everything that he thought needed to be fixed. He provided an estimate. However, we still needed a plumbing to come in and an electrician to come in and several other things. So right now, that's what we're gonna talk about and see how much that's gonna cost me. Your time.
All right, so here,
Okay.
what we gotta fix is pretty much the baseboard situation.
Okay, so this closet was created. However, there's a heater inside of the closet that is not ideally where a heater should be, because the clothes is gonna get too warm and it just doesn't make sense, right? So at this point, we're just gonna take it out, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add a light for the closet, being that it's so big.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be so dark in there, so we're gonna put a light fixture in the closet as well.
Oh, good for you. I said good for you. I'm like,
I mean, oh,
good
yeah.
idea. I'm like, I didn't think about that. So I'm like, wow, good for you. I'm like, you thought about something that I didn't. Okay. That came out wrong. This is sheetrock also that was installed. As you guys can see, it wasn't cut properly. So these are like the small little things that it was just like red flags to me, because when you put just anything new on a wall, you just want the wall to just seem new and smooth, and remodeled, right? You don't want it to seem like it was old and its patch has been going on for decades, right? So this is like a huge red flag for me. Not that it can't be fixed, right? So it can be fixed. Nor that I don't know if it was finished. I'm assuming it wasn't finished, but I'm no contractor. So, but for what I saw, I don't think that's what it should have been looking like, right? So that's also gonna be done. Okay, so now we're in the second stairs of the back stairs of the house. One of the red flags that I kind of caught up on, it was like the many things that other contractors will point out, and that the old contractors wouldn't. So some of these things that he just mentioned, the old contractors never mentioned. So they never mentioned about the electrical work that needed to be fixed, or things that weren't properly connected, or on all these things are new to me. So those are the kind of red flags that you need to look into when you see like something just doesn't seem right, and why they're not saying anything about it, right? It's just common sense.
So one of the issues here was this box here. That shouldn't be like that. You have this wire coming up. You have a splice right here that's, a fire hazard. You got an open junction box there, and then you have a junction box buried back there with a bunch of wires. So those are one of the issues that we're gonna try to correct here, and make it right.
And one of the things that you have to understand about real estate or building houses or renovation is that the most important thing is not the outside of how things look, it's actually the inside. So you don't want to spend money on concrete, on sheetrock, on whatever it is, paint or tile, and not worry or be concerned with what it's inside, because you spend thousands of dollars, all that money into nothing, because it's going to go back to waste, because you're going to have to break down the walls and fix what's the issue later on in life, right? So what we want to do is do things right. So care about what's inside, fix the issues that might cause issue in the future. Even if you think that it's not a problem right now, it might be a problem later on. So if you have walls open, fix it now. It's your opportunity to just do it right. So here in the kitchen, for the most part, tell me that at least this is right.
So one of the issues that we have to take care of here is we're gonna have to remove all the sheetrock and see, how the electrical is running, how the plumbing is running, just to make sure that before we do our finishes, everything is good behind the walls. One of the reasons why, I question it is because we got a wire here that shouldn't be there. So that, worries me a little bit about what's behind the wall.
So that means that the sheetrock that I paid for and bought, and it was installed, not only the labor that I also paid for to be done, it was thrown out the door, because right now I'm actually paying for someone to take it off and to redo it. So that is where I stand right now. So right now we're in the room that we had to go through to go to the other room. Right here, the small changes that were done was that closet was added. Again, we're having the same issue with the heater inside of the closet, so that's going to be removed. It's just doesn't make sense why a heater is inside a closet. We decided to take these moldings, right, around the windows, because it just makes the windows look so old. We also discussed about just getting the windows, because he's charging me anyway to kind of redo the whole entire thing, so might as well invest into the new windows. They had to be replaced anyways. So supposedly demo was done 2 months ago, but clearly it was not. We're in the bathroom. Right here there was a concrete, some sort of a piece of a concrete. I don't know why it wasn't removed previously when the demo of the bathroom was done. However, that was taken off today. Like I said, we only have like 2 hours in and all these things are happening, which I'm so happy about. So this is exciting. This is what you wanted to see. And honestly, throughout the weeks, all I was doing was dragging the content because I had nothing to upload. There was nothing new going on. So we will find ourselves like having to kind of drag the situation or give you guys tips or just consejos about like my life because there was nothing really much going on. But in 2 hours, we're seeing all these things that this video is going to be super long and full of tips and error that happened.
So there's a lot of issues here. One of the issues we're gonna start off is electrical.
To the all old contractors' defense, you know, this wasn't sheetrock yet, and I had pointed out about how this just didn't seem right, and they stated that that was going to be fixed. You know, but again, we're having to take sheetrock and realize that still certain things that were fixed are still not properly. So again, like I'm not happy that I lost the money that I did, but I could also see how this could have turned out even worse, like them actually putting towel in, and that's what scared me the most when I knew that it was time for them to start putting supposedly towel in the bathroom, and I'm like, am I really gonna go through this? Like, just something in my stomach, it was just not right, so I just ended it.
So one of the issues that we have here is electrical, which we're gonna completely rewire. As you can see, it is not safe. And normally when we do our bathrooms, we do pretty much all new plumbing, all new electrical, because that's the guarantee on the job. What's the point of wasting, you know, thousands of dollars on a new bathroom when you still have old plumbing, old electrical, and God forbid something happens with the plumbing, now you're gonna have to retake out all that money that you invested. So as you can see here, we got, you know, huge plumbing issues. All these furnicles that shouldn't be there.
And let's just not forget that this was all new plumbing. Yeah. And not only new plumbing, let me tell you guys a little bit about this bathroom that you guys do not know. They did the plumbing, and I came in with another contractor, and ended up being that contractor was a plumber and saw their work and pointed out that it was done incorrectly. So I was like freaking out. Obviously, the old contractors and I went back and forth, and they said that, you know, there are millions of ways of doing plumbing, and that there's not just one single way. But like I said, these were the red flags that constantly I saw, and to see now that, you know, it was wrong then supposedly they fixed it, and it's still wrong now. Imagine my frustration and all the money spent, because all this material, it was out of my pocket. And also the time that they spent, you know, the money that I paid, it's all like, where is it, you know?
So it's very unfortunate, you know, that there are contractors out there that, you know, just come and go, take people's money, and really just don't care for the quality of work that they provide. It's more, you know, it's a big concern because, as you can see, this is all, especially that up there, it's a real hazard. It's not safe, and God forbid, you know, that there's ever a fire, you know, that can lead to much bigger problems.
And one of the feedbacks that I have is when I contract a contractor, one of the things that I always tell them to do is like, and I mentioned, hey, I'm no contractor, right? So it's your job to come into the job and let me know if, besides of the things that I want fixed, there are other issues that should be fixed too. Ay, no, déjame que yo me estoy estresada. Él me está diciendo todas las cosas que están malas.
Like,
I can't afford this. This is like, I'm gonna go broke. I'm gonna tell Zach, and Zach is gonna be like, no.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Coño! So right now, Mendes here has some tips for me, which I was unaware of, and
yeah. So normally, if you're providing all the materials on a job and the contractor is only providing the labor, you know, contractors shouldn't have to ask for any deposit. They should only do like progress payments. So if she's buying all the material, she can provide that to them, you know, to get started. And then by the end of the week, they say, oh, look, I need, you know, tanto to pay my guys. by the end of the week. So that's normally
Not like
how.
lump sum.
Yeah.
Where,
So it's never good to give a contractor a deposit if you're buying all the material.
and with the with the way it worked with the other contractors, I initially gave them a deposit. Then I guess like like a month ago or less than a month ago, they asked me for my money. I refused to give the money because I said, you're not halfway done, so why should I give this money? And we argue back and forth, stating like, no, this is gonna be done in 3 weeks. The check was given like a month ago, and we're here, and look at all the work that it was done, and I should have never gave that check because I gave that check and nothing was done. So in all reality, I need my money back, right? So and throughout the video, this is what you're gonna see, that I was robbed. So this wall was built. After thinking about it, I don't think that the door should be right in the middle. It just makes sense for the door to kind of be here, so that way we give more wall space in case we want to put a couch there or whatever, or just more wall space for a TV, I guess, because if you think about it, there's not really enough size. Nobody wants a small ass TV. So I'm just gonna move the door here. The contractor is going to check for this chimney, so we're gonna go upstairs into the 3rd floor, and we're going to check if it can be removed. And here, is there any update in this particular room?
So in this room, it's really just this right here, the doorway.
Yeah.
And then there's the wrong panel there installed.
It's
So,
wrong?
yeah, it's not the right panel that needs to go there. So that panel just has to get replaced. But that's pretty much it.
Replace how?
Just the panel. This.
So it needs to be bigger?
Yeah, no, it's just so the one that this here is usually for like a basement or whatever case you need. But the panel you need is the one that comes on the fence that sits on the wall and not buried in the wall. Like right now you have it buried in the wall.
Okay.
So the finishing on that wouldn't look right.
Okay, so you need one how?
You need so
Again,
what I'll do is-
this work I haven't finished paying, so I'm very interested because this was not done by the previous contractors. This is someone that I actually contracted myself, and he hasn't finished the job here in this area, so I kind of have to give him feedback, and I'm glad that I still owe him money, because if this is not right, then he's gonna be eager to fix it, because if not, he's not gonna get paid, right?
Yeah.
So that's the point of still holding money and not paying someone before the job is done.
So this panel is this not the right panel, because you're finished at the very end when you're all done, you put sheetrock. What's gonna happen is you're gonna have plaster and everything else kind of all over this, all over the screws. So there's a panel that just already comes with the plan, sits on top of the sheetrock, and it just has the proper finish.
Okay, so right now we're in the 2nd bathroom. All new plumbing. We've been bragging for I think 9 weeks that the plumbing was done right, and that we were excited about the plumbing. Guess what? The plumbing is wrong. We could all guess that, right, by all this that we have seen. But it has to be redone. Even the floor that they basically put down, we don't trust the work, so we have to pull back this floor and see what they did in the bottom. So where is all the money? Like where? Let's talk about what did the plumber say?
So the plumber pretty much said, once we open up all the walls for him, wherever the plumbing is, he'll come back, do a walkthrough, see exactly what needs to be done, and then from there he'll give me a price on what.
So we don't have
price right now. No.
No, and that goes the same thing for
Electrician, no? So the plan today is pretty much to do all the demo, expose all the plumbing, electrical, so that way my guys can come back, the plumbing electrician, and then they can reevaluate everything that needs to be done.
And you don't have like a kind of like a sum up, like I need to know how much it might. What about if I don't have the money? Like,
No worries.
let's talk about that. Like, let's say if you see yourself in this position and like, I don't know, what am I gonna be, hit with? I don't know. how much I don't know what am I gonna be hit with. I don't. It's driving me nuts. I can't sleep just not knowing how much is this project really gonna cost me, because at this point usually you kind of budget for something. Here I can't even budget because we don't know what is wrong. We just we're basically restarting the project from scratch, so this is just insane, right? So at this point the only budget that I have is his. You have to include that freaking thing. Like, we discussed this. You cannot add anything more to the budget. Huh?
I'm gonna have to add to that.
Ask for it.
I'm gonna have to add to that.
No.
Sí.
Claro, mi amor, que no, porque que no, es que no me dejan los bolsillos. ¿Tú estás viendo?
I obviously see, yeah.
Mi amor, dime, mira, tú tienes que saber, mira el negociazo aquí que yo te voy a dar. Señores, síganlo a ese muchacho para que ese muchacho me dé un descuento. ¡Pero rápido! Ya ustedes saben, le voy a poner el Instagram, le voy a poner todo para que ustedes vean su trabajo. Denle like y digan, mira, mi amor, considera a esa niña, mira el problema que ella está.
I got your back. We're pulling strings to make this happen within a reasonable budget and to help the poor girl here.
I'm stressed.
Because I do feel bad.
And nunca, honestly, never has this ever happened to me. Ever. Like, in the history of, like, real estate. So right here we're on the 3rd floor unit. So we're upstairs from the project. And we're trying to see if that chimney can be completely be teared down. We just checked the attic. It's not, it
doesn't go to the roof slope.
Yeah, so this is the chimney right here on the 3rd floor unit. And we're gonna have to take this from here down. And we're gonna start here and then go through the next level. We're not gonna take it down in the 1st floor unit. I just really care about this floor and the 2nd floor. And that's that. Okay, so right now we're... Oh, mira una araña. Mira la... So right now we're in the bathroom that the guys originally had retowel. And we did a video. I showed you guys some of the project, right, and the result. But what I didn't show it and what I tried to hide was my frustration throughout this project. And this project was like what really opened my eyes to what I was dealing with. So here you could just see how the ends of the finishing. So I never had a towel done this way. I don't think the towel work here was as bad. It's actually not bad at all. But I was very unsatisfied with this. And the sheetrock in the door in where he's standing right now. Just here, this is all new sheetrock. Why does it look like there was some water damage or some patching? Like if there's a new sheetrock being placed, it should look new. It should not look like it was previously damaged and had to be fixed. So those are the red flags. Like just right here, this is new sheetrock. All this was brand new sheetrock. Why is this looking like this? This is not acceptable. The closet here, so just like the finishing, you know, it's just the difference between a good contractor and a bad contractor for me, or something that's very obvious, is how they care about the finishes touches. Because the majority of contractors, they would want to rush through the last minute touches, and that's what shows their value and brand. Because if they take the time, it shows quality, it shows smoothness, it shows elegance, and you're proud of showing something like this. If you see my previous video, I did not go into details of how proud I was about this bathroom, because I wasn't. I was actually embarrassed about it. So here's the truth. ¿Qué tú crees que yo no soy una mujer? Vamos, ven. Tú dijiste que tú lo ibas a quitar, yo no sé por qué eso está ahí.
100 pesos más.
No, eso no es 100 pesos. ¿Cómo que eso es 100 pesos? Por eso lo quito yo. ¿Tú quieres que yo lo quite ahora mismo por 100 pesos? Ven, vamos a quitarlo tú
I'll
y yo.
pay
ven.
you 100 to see the video.
I'll pay you 100 to see that. Check it out.
Espérate. Él no se pone
No.
Pero mira, eso está despegado. Mira.
Sí, pero después, ajá, si jala ese side y ya me ha trabajado para mí, déjalo ahí, hazle más gasto.
Pero no me va a cobrar. Tú ves, por eso es que nosotros tenemos que tratar. Ahora ni la puerta podemos abrir. So, what are we doing here with the floor? One of my main concerns is how unlevel it is. There was some work done by the previous contractors, but I'm still not satisfied. Mendez has some suggestions here.
So, the only thing we can really, the house, is being that it's so old, you can never really try to level this house perfect.
That's a problem with old houses, right?
You will spend thousands of dollars trying to do so.
And it's not gonna pay off. The tenant's not gonna pay you more money because the floor is leveled, right? So you just kind of want to do.
Yeah. So my
the best you
recommendation
can.
would just be, we're gonna install Luan plywood throughout the entire apartment to create.
So is this
a flat-
coming off or this?
No. We're gonna
On
go
top
right
of
over
it.
this, yeah.
Okay. So
Is
is it a layer on top?
Yeah, it's just like a quarter-inch panel that goes throughout the entire apartment just to create a flat surface.
Okay.
And then the type of flooring that we're gonna install here, that's really flexible with the movement and everything, and the unevenness is vinyl laminate flooring.
Okay.
With that, at least you'll have all the same flooring. It would flow better, and you won't notice too much of the dips and the highs and the lows.
Okay.
All right.
So is there one part that we do not have to touch from the previous contractors?
What do you mean?
Like, is there something that we can say, like, you know what, Marcel, no te dieron en el cocote, como decimos los dominicanos?
Bueno, lo más que se puede decir, the most that we can say is that, he did me the favor of helping with the demo. Like, they got rid of all the garbage. And
What I paid for, just so you could guys have an idea of what I paid for 2 months demo. Demo. 9 weeks in, it's still going through demo, guys. So this is. Let's rewind. This is unheard of. Esto da pena y vergüenza. Esto da pena y vergüenza. No salgan a decir lo que esto me pasó a mí. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to your support, and subscribe right now. One of the things that I wanted to see. I am so excited to be doing things like this and to see improvement, and oh my God, I'm so excited. You guys are gonna see the next video and the difference when you're working with the right contractors.
All right, back to work, baby.